All right, the cat is finally out of the bag. Whether they flat out confirmed it or not, we know that Beyonce and Jay-Z are a couple and have tied the knot. We don't need the power duo worth an estimated $162 million to admit that Jay did you know what. We have enough evidence to close this case like the O.J. Simpson trial. In fact, these secretive blabbermouths have been dropping hints for 6 years. If you don't believe me, all you have to do is listen.
Listen to the song here in my heart.
You ready, B?
Let's start with the title, shall we? Assuming the name of the notorious love-struck criminal couple of the 30s, J and B did more than record your everyday collabo. The chemistry and body language were undeniable, so much so that I think fog was forming on that telephone booth. But the biggest admission of guilt would be in one simple line.
It's me and my girlfriend looking for me.
But back then, these two were still claiming that they were just friends. Friends who hung out courtside at basketball games. But in 2003, the braggadocious MC suggested that maybe there was a little something more going on than the crap they were spewing to the media.
Got the hottest chick in the game, wearing my chain. That's
Now, without the visual, that hot chick could be anyone. Mary, Alicia, Brittany. But one look at the video, if that nose and smile doesn't belong to Beyonce, they got one heck of a look-alike. These two couldn't get enough of each other and hooked up once again that year with the stalker anthem, Crazy in Love. Besides the obvious connection, there was a telltale sign that they were indeed a couple. Did you ever notice that Jay set fire to the car Beyonce was in? Oh yes, the trials and tribulations of relationships. We've all been there, right?
I wanna
Still not convinced? Look no further than the Destiny's Child to give us insight into what type of man she was down for.
We like them boys up top from the BK.
One more time if y'all didn't catch it.
We like them boys up top from the BK.
That's right. While the South was representing on the track, this little country girl was making it known that she was into guys from up north. We had a pretty good idea of which Brooklynite she was referring to.
ready?
Let's go get 'em.
Come on.
And 2 years later, we were all hit with some deja vu and perhaps nausea when yet again they teamed up for Beyonce's first single off her B-Day album.
Boy, you hurting that.
Notice that Jay appears unmoved by B's sexy moves that most men fantasize about. But hey, after 5 years, do you expect him to be surprised by her assets? Just another day in the life of S. Carter. But it was the third single from that same album that solidified B and J's spot as hip-hop and R&B's Ike and Tina Turner. Bad example. How about hip-hop and R&B's Ashford and Simpson?
B's the D-boy who infiltrated all the...
Doing her best Jay-Z impression, it was pretty clear with Beyonce's proclamation that the pop beauty and lyrical beasts were going to upgrade each other by taking a trip down the aisle. Which brings us to the present day, still popping up at basketball games, and premieres, and award shows, but still being somewhat secretive. That's okay, BC, or Beyonce. We will no longer hang on to your every word, waiting for you to give us a little taste into your personal lives. The proof is in the music.